Hi, everyone. It's Friday. It is Traitors' final recap day, whatever you want to call it. Lots going on in the news. There was a lot of TV last night. We had 3 hours. We had Beverly Hills. We had Traitors. We had a Traitors reunion. We've Lisa Rinna getting drugged at the Abbey. We've all these fucking crazy things going on. And I'm going to get into it with Keith Carlisle, comedian from New York City. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Stu. Good to be with you.
Oh, man. It's like, I just feel like it's always rushing. I'm always just like trying to like get on this sofa to start doing these podcasts. It's early in the morning. It's 9 a.m. here. And so you're like at midday. You're about to have lunch.
We're at noon, but I don't eat anymore because I'm on a GLP-1. But
yeah,
yes,
that's
this is
right.
when lunch
So am I.
normally would have. This is when lunch used to be.
Yeah. And you know what? I will say it. Speaking of GLP-1, everyone knows I'm on GLP-1. I'm on a low dose trizepatide with New Core Wellness. Go on there or just send me a DM if you want more information. 20% off with Chef Stu 20. I did a reel this week about the alcohol. I went out last night. I went to Gym Bar in West Hollywood. They did the finale party for Traitors. And great crowd. Like, people were so into it. And I will say this, I had 2 drinks and I got in my Uber and I went home and I was totally satisfied. And I have no hangover this morning, which is crazy. It's great. This stuff is great. So if you want to cut back on alcohol, that's another great reason to take GLP-1. Anyway, I had a major ick last night moment and I just said I would talk about it today because it's just so disgusting. It's not disgusting. It's just like, if it happened to you, you'll understand. So I'm up at the house where I work, right? And I'm cooking dinner. And last night I did a whole roasted chicken.
Wow.
Like whole roasted lemon chicken with herbs stuffed in it. Like, it's kind of like a go-to. It's very easy to do. If anybody wants to do it, you can just listen to me right now. Just get like a 9x13 baking dish. Get a bunch of vegetables, root vegetables like parsnips, carrots, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. Peel them, chop them up into major chunks. Toss them in some olive oil, salt and pepper, maybe some thyme, maybe some rosemary in there if you wanted to. And then I like to do a cup of chicken stock in there at the bottom of the pan. And then get your chicken and just stuff the shit out of it with like lemons and like fucking rosemary, olive oil, salt and pepper on top. 420 degrees. 420 degrees in your oven for 1 hour and 20 minutes and it'll come out perfect every single time. You don't need a thermometer. Just follow that recipe and it's gorgeous, right? Anyway, so I did that. So I'm transporting the chicken. So it comes out of the oven. It's been resting for like 20 minutes. I'm transporting the chicken over to the chopping board, right? And like it was kind of like there was a kind of a little, sometimes it dripped, sometimes it didn't. It looked pretty like dry because it had been sitting there for a minute. So there was like no juices. Well, actually, sorry. That didn't happen. What happened was I cut up the chicken on the chopping board, right? And I was cleaning up afterwards. So there was juices everywhere. I lifted the chopping board up to bring it over to the sink and juices fell and they got in between my toes. I had chicken juices all over my toes. So disgusting because I was wearing flip-flops because it's like fucking 82 degrees here in Los Angeles. It's like summertime right now. So I was wearing pants with flip-flops and stuff like that. I'm allowed to do that at this job because like I've known them for 7 years. It's very kind of casual. We're friends and all that stuff, right? People are like, why are you not wearing a uniform? I'm like, I know I wear like an apron and stuff. But it was one of those moments where I was just like, just fucking take me right now. I just was like, this is so disgusting. I had to go into the bathroom. I had to like wash my feet. Like, it just, whatever.
Yeah.
Just, what a,
No,
like,
anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anything between your toes is filthy. Like,
so disgusting.
one of my biggest like horrors was watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta stomp those grapes because I'm like, I would need a tub run immediately. Like, give me a sander, just give me an axe and let me chop the foot off. I'll start again. I can't get anything in between. Like, I don't even like to like when people lotion their feet. Like, no, just get a good body wash. Jesus.
Keith, I have to, I know I keep saying this, guys, and I said it the last podcast. I am going to give the recipe for my Stu 1 smoothie. It's not an Air 1, it's a Stu 1. Yes. No, Keith, you have to fucking make this. Like, it's literally, it's going to save you $25 every morning.
Well, this is a whole thing because Stu, when we were together, if you haven't watched our last episode together, it was very special. And we were together and I was like, well, I'm going to go to Erewhon. And Stu basically was just like, you're a fucking idiot. And just like roasted me because I'm like, I know, but there's so many ingredients. By the time you've bought all of them, it's a $200 smoothie.
This one is
but
really
I would
good.
try yours. I bet yours is amazing.
Really good. And I did some research. I put it into ChatGPT and I'm like, make it as close to as Erewhon smoothie as possible. Put all the shit in it. I know there's like 25 ingredients. I said, just put them all in. You'll have a bunch of the ingredients already if you like do smoothies or anything like that. And then like once you buy them, I think like honestly, it's probably $100 to buy everything. The ingredients, right? I know it sounds.
I could buy 4 smoothies with that. Don't you?
Here's the thing, though. I'm sorry. Like it's $100 to buy the ingredients, right? That's 4 smoothies. Just think about that for a second, right? It's like they're about 22. Are they 21, 20, like whatever?
Yeah, 20,
so
20.
After taxes, you know, you're up there to 25. And so just rounded it off. But like those ingredients, I'm telling you, you'd be able to make 20 smoothies. You would be 100%.
Yeah.
Because you're taking a little, like, you know, like flaxseed, and it's like a teaspoon, a tablespoon of MCT oil, and these containers are big. And then it's like a banana.
Yeah, walk me through it. Like, what are the notes I'm gonna be tasting? What are the most forward like flavors and things that will really? I'll be like, oh, this is the prime mother of the smoothie.
Okay, so just to like recap it, like, so it's like almond milk, chocolate protein powder. Okay, standard. Everyone kind of has that. Cacao powder, almond butter. You could have almond butter in your fridge. Not a big deal, right? Cacao powder, like, it's like, you know, it's like if you're making like hot chocolate or whatever. Collagen peptides. Like if you're a person that takes stuff like that in the morning, you're going to have collagen peptides. Chia seeds, flaxseed meal. That's cheap as chips. They're so cheap to buy 2 bags of those. Matcha powder. Everyone's about matcha right now, so you probably have matcha powder at home, okay? MCT oil. That was like $7.99 for a bottle of it. It wasn't that expensive, right? And you can get the Whole Foods brand as well. Flaxseed meal, probably $7 or $8 for a bag of that. Not cheap or not expensive. Honey. We all have honey in our house. Banana, spinach, normal ingredients. Frozen spinach. You can get that in the freezer. Throw it in the freezer. Cacao nibs, that's about $13.99 for the bag. But you're only getting a tablespoon in each one. It kind of gives it a bit of texture, which is nice. Cinnamon, sea salt, and ice. That's not that bad.
That's not that bad. And it's very clean sounding. Like it just, even you saying that, I'm like, I feel cleansed.
No, and I'm getting like banana, like chocolate, cinnamon, like it's lovely. And it's, you know what the funny thing about it is? Like when you make these smoothies, like, you know, everybody's like, I can make a smoothie and stuff. Follow this recipe. Because it creates this really rounded out, smooth, like smoothie. Like it's not kind of bitty. You're not going to need a bit of ice. It's like you bought at the store, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I also like that you noted like texture because I get flack all the time in my household because I am one of those people who does the protein powder and the scoops or whatever. And I don't shake it a lot because I like a little bit of grit. I like a little bit of texture.
That's for the cocoa nibs. You need the cacao nibs. Yeah.
Okay.
Telling you.
I'm on it.
Okay. So wait there. This dog, he's on the bed and then he needs to get down and he's looking down. He's going to jump and break his leg. Hold on 1 second. Come here. You're just unbelievable.
My love.
Here he is. He just sit up for a second. So it's all over the news right now, and I'm about to lose my mind over this Lisa Rinna story with this drug at the Abbey, because I love the Abbey and I've been going for 20 years and it's one of my like spots. So she says she was alleged she was drugged at the Traitors premiere party. Okay, let me talk about this for a second. People are like, you need to believe her. And I'm like, I believe anybody. I just need a bit of facts.
Sure.
What do you think so far?
So far, okay, see, you and I were talking about this last night. I have been like in a deep dive. It wouldn't be the first time someone has made a similar claim about the Abbey. And this has been happening before. However, if you are, I like to consider myself, especially nowadays, more of an elder gay. Yes. And if you have been going to bars and gay nightclubs, that could be said for almost all of them.
Every single one of them.
Really, like it's like everybody has had a night where I'm like, I don't think that was just a vodka soda, you know?
Yeah.
But my thing is the timing of it with Lisa. And also, but on the same flips, or a different flip
Just
side
to
of the
interject
coin.
you there when you said timing, just first so everybody knows. This apparently happened on January 8th. 8th, right? TMZ reported it on Monday. Just this Monday on February 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
And you know this woman. If something happens, she is screaming from the rooftops. She's talking about it. I'm going to talk about it. No. Here was the thing is what annoys me about it. The Abbey was a low-hanging fruit because this has happened before. You know what I mean? People have claimed this before. And I will say this happened years ago. These claims happened a few years ago, right? And there was a different owner at the Abbey, right? And I'm not saying anything about the owner, but, you know, he had been the owner for a long, long time. It was kind of like buddy. Like everybody kind of knew each other. It was kind of like a family in there. You had the same bartenders for years and years and years and years and years. I'm not saying it's the bartenders, but you know, there's speculation that the bartenders were doing this to people, but it never made sense to me like to see someone fall down. Like, what, the bartender's just going to leave work and try and rape somebody? Like, it just didn't, you know what I mean? It just was like, what? Like, I don't get this. I just, you know, people are going to do things and you can't control, like, people that are going to the bars, you know what I mean? If they want to kind of hook up with someone or they want to drug some, like, that's different. That could be anywhere then, right? But the Abbey sold about, I want to say like 2 years ago, right? There's a new owner
Very
now.
recent.
Very recent. And I remember when that happened, because the bartender there I know, and I usually see her, like, I'll go on a Sunday and have one drink with her. And I asked her, I was like, when that happened, I was like, where's all the bartenders? And she's like, oh, they did a big exodus. Like, not an exodus. They did a big sweeping of all these people, of employees that were here for way too long and this and the other. And she didn't say it to me, but it was kind of like, I kind of picked up on, like, you know, the old owner's not there anymore. We're doing a clean sweep. We want a clean up act here. We don't want this shit happening anymore. So, and I feel like I haven't heard stories of that happening since the new owner took place. Honestly, unless you can pull up a story for me, please send it to me. That's great. What I have heard is a lot of cell phones being stolen out of the back pockets of people. That's the new thing.
Yeah, but that's West Hollywood. That's any major city.
Yes. So that definitely has happened a lot. So go ahead. So to your timing thing, sorry, to go back to you.
No, the timing of the release of the statement is suspicious. At the same rate, there is no real, from my understanding, I'm not a lawyer, but there's no real legal guardrails to prevent her making a claim. And she would have to then prove that she had the drink at the Abbey, that the drink contained fentanyl, I believe she said that it was, and that is what caused her illness, in order to then, like, the restaurant has, or the bar has they have no bolster against a claim like that. No. Also, I would wonder if Lisa Rinna is really that thirsty that she would open herself up to potential liability. Because they could easily sue her.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing with a lot of these people, and a lot of people are now going around saying things, you know, it's just, people can just say things and nothing happens anymore, whether it's true or not. Just like, I'm just going to fucking throw it out there. I know someone that does it all the time and just like nothing happens and stuff. But it's like, you know, the Abbey says it has no evidence of drink tampering after Lisa Rinna's allegations. She's in a booth with all the other traders, and I know exactly which booth she was at as well. No one can get to her table. No one can put stuff in her drink. And like my friend was saying this morning, who works at it's kind of like a Page 6 tabloid type thing. And I was like, do you believe this and stuff? And he was like, he texted me, he's like, how can you get drugged when you're not drinking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, like,
well, and no one else, there was no reports of anybody else getting feeling
not
any
anybody
type of
else.
way. No, it was very isolated.
That's what I'm saying. It's low hanging fruit because, you know, saying something like that, it's like, oh, well, the Abbey, this happens all the time there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it probably did happen. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's dangerous to say that to like a business and stuff like that because like literally I feel like the Abbey is really coming back like to what it was in the older days. Like it's kind of getting the crowds again and stuff like that. And now like shit like this just, people in West Hollywood are pissed about this, about her saying this. You know what I mean? And it's like, especially when you don't frequent there.
It's harmful, and I really hope that it didn't happen because then I'll feel really bad saying all of these things. But at the same rate, it's so easy for her to take that moment and make herself.
Yeah.
She wanted to win. Let's be honest. She has a book coming out. She went back on Watch What Happens Live. And now all of a sudden this happened a month ago. And now it's almost 2 months ago. And now it's coming out. It's like, you know, if you want press, just say so.
I just see like there's just a bitterness with her and stuff. But then she's like, I like to be the center of attention. And like, okay, we know that. So this all tracks then you doing this. Like, I'm sorry, like you're the one that says this shit, not us, you know?
Yeah.
She's just all over my timeline. I just need her to get off my screens. Like, you know, it's just like, you know, yeah, then, okay, but whatever. That's that. It's bugging me, but whatever. Let's get on to the Traitors. Speaking of Lisa Rinna again. Again pisses me off with when she tried to have a moment with, well, okay, let's go to the Traitors first, then we'll get to the reunion.
Okay.
What a great finale. Like, what a brilliant finale.
It was so good. It was great.
Okay, so it starts off, and I don't even have notes. I'm just going off memory right now because I was at a bar last night, and I was like, I'm not taking notes while I'm at the fucking bar. So Mark was in the coffin first, right? So he's the one that's murdered in front of all of them, right? Which is kind of like, he was like picking up on things. He had to go, right?
Yes. I also thought he was sort of a duck waiting water for a while now. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know.
I was terrified that a part of it, I was like, if Eric fucking takes this, I'm going to lose my shit. Because there was a moment where I was like, oh, hold on. So, Maura then is just, I felt like she stole the finale last night just with her comments. Yeah. She was like, I can't believe we're here. Like, what the fuck are we still doing here? You know? It's just like,
I know. She's just really come through as such a star. Like, I love Maura.
Yeah.
Absolutely love her.
And, so then we get to the Roundtable, right? To do the challenges, which I'm sorry, it was like a Survivor challenge, and I'm just like, why are we doing this? Just give them the money.
It was wild. It was just like, fucking cut the shit. It was wild, and they were shivering. Johnny, who literally spends half the year in Russia, was like, like it was shocking.
But these games, like, they're just, I know it's a filler. It's a total filler. Like, it doesn't do anything. I thought there should have been a shield there, but then maybe that wouldn't have made sense. I don't know.
Yeah,
because there's so
maybe
little
a little
people,
late,
right? A bit late.
Maybe a little late.
And to do the thing, he jumps in the water, which was cool, and like all that kind of stuff. I mean, I would have done the same thing for the 20K, but it's like, I feel like if that 150,000, they're like, okay, last challenge, since you all fucking didn't make any money, this one's for 60,000 to bring it up. You know what I mean? Like, they just do that at the end, just like make up for it.
Totally.
So they get to the Roundtable. They start talking. I'm blown away that Maura didn't stick to it. I thought Tara had her to vote for Eric.
I know. I really... poor Tara. I just don't know. And this is a broader conversation which we can get into.
It's like Johnny first, right? Johnny went first.
Maura did, yes. Everybody kind of went Johnny at the end, and that in that first Roundtable moment. And poor Tara, I don't know that she's convincing enough. And also she was off about everything else. So it doesn't surprise me that she thought she had her, but didn't. Yeah. I mean.
And that's the thing. It's so easy to sit back on your sofa and watch it and just be like, you idiot. Why did you listen to her? It's like, guys, like, you literally have to question every single thing you hear in your head and try and make the best decision. But you have to go. Like, you just really have to be so aware in that game, and you have to watch every single person's movement, their response. And I feel like Tara kind of got Eric in the car when she kind of grilled him a bit. And that was kind of it for her, going like, it is him. Johnny was on it. Like, he was just like, it's fucking the two of them. It's the two of them.
It's the two of them. He knew the whole time. And I mean, it took them all a little while to get there. Poor Kristen had to die. But yeah, it was, I know. Really, I feel like Johnny and Tara were a little bit the stars of the season. Don't get me wrong. Rob's the star. But, you know, we're all still thinking about Rob. But yeah, Tara and Johnny, I'm like, Rob, call me. Rob and Tara, Tara and Johnny really were a delightful surprise, because when they joined it, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, Johnny with that pulled back face and Tara with the new lips. I was like, get out of here. We're like, go to Milan. And they were great. Yeah. I'm shocked they made it so far. So good. They
were really good. I really enjoyed watching the two of them begin to really, like, I want to see them like do stuff together now, more and more stuff, like travel shows or something like that together. They'd be hilarious, right?
It's literally, we should do a show where it's just them jumping out of helicopters and doing like deep sea diving missions.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be amazing. So then they vote for Johnny. Johnny goes. And then I was like so shocked. I was like, wait, why are they not? Why doesn't John? Because I guess this is just the end of the game and the way it goes. I didn't know this. But so he gets up and just leaves. He doesn't go, oh, by the way, you're wrong. I'm a faithful. You don't get to say that.
No. The last roundtable, whoever it is, just leaves, because then you're supposed to know and go off trust and like what you know to make that decision.
It's like poker, I guess. It's just like
with this group.
I guess it messes up the game if he was to say like, I'm a faithful. Then you're like, fuck, okay, so there's still two here, because maybe you're thinking maybe we got one out, or it's crazy. Yes.
You go in blind, because, and by the way, it makes the most sense, but it's like, I mean, even if this group would have been like, here that he was a faithful, I don't think it would have helped them. These were like, they were all the blind leading the deaf. I mean, they were clueless.
It was. Then we move on then it goes to like the fire pit then, and then they all throw in the shit, and then it's all like red, four of them then.
Yes.
And then they start voting again, and then fucking Maura votes for Tara. I'm like, oh my God.
I know. She could have had it. She could have had it. That was so great. She could have had it there.
Because then the whole... Because, okay, what happens here, though? Just say... Because I really thought this was going to happen last night. What happens... Tara votes for Eric. And what happened if Maura voted for Eric? And then Tara had 2 votes from the 2 boys, right? What happens then when it goes head to head? Then it goes to a face-off, or what did they say? Like
it goes to a tie, and then everybody, I think, tell me if I'm answering this right, if it makes sense, then everybody has to vote against the 2 people that tied. So then you can't just vote for like, anybody. So if there's 5 of them or 4 of them,
there's 4 of
and
them,
they're
right?
all, and they all say, okay, there's a faithful or a traitor still here, and it goes 2-2. Then they have to tie off the people that got the 2 votes. Does that make sense? Like they just have to. It's a I love honesty. So, it's just they do like a recount basically. We've never seen it because they're like aligned and there's alliances happening. But they just do.
This is why I have shit on this show, because I'll be like, okay, there's the instructions. Don't know what you're talking about. So it's okay. So in this instance, then we'll say hypothetically, it's Eric and Tara, right? They're the tie.
Yes.
So then what happens? We go to a revote, but those 2 don't get the vote. So I don't understand.
Wait, maybe that is that.
How is it? But so then what? So then Rob votes and Maura votes again. And then they talk
what if
about
we tie again?
So then they talk about it. Then they take a powwow moment, or like, okay, which one though? Which one do we think it is? And then they decide on one, and then one goes home. Is that what happens?
Maybe. I'm literally stumped by this because I don't think we've ever seen it. I haven't seen it on the US, I don't think.
Like, just to bring back the rest of the cast and to do a vote. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just
like we're going to do
a really, like, I'm not being crazy. Like, it is kind of confused. Like, what happens?
Super confusing. Like, what happens if there's a tie?
Yeah, just write it in the comments below, because I need to know. I hope I don't get on next season, because I won't fucking know what's going on. So that happens. Obviously, that didn't happen. And then we had Tara go home. And then it goes to the 3 of them. And
did you catch that moment? Did you catch that moment when Maura went to go, Tara, and Tara didn't even look at her, just kept walking. Oh, it was a good moment.
Because you're literally in that second going like, this is how I'm going to vote. I'm not going to vote this way. It's like within like 15 seconds.
Yeah. She literally, and she was like, she didn't want to hear anything that Maura had to say because she really thought she had her. Oh, Tara! Love her.
But then it's so hard because it's like you wanted the faithfuls to win, but also on the other hand, you say if Rob wins this, he deserves it 1,000%. Like that's how I felt.
Yeah, nobody deserves. It's funny that you say that because it's like there is a part of me where I was like, oh, you want the faithful to win because they don't have the power. Like, but that means that they were smart enough to figure it out. They have no power. But I have so many friends that are like, I love when the villain wins anything. And I was like, honestly, that's a fair take. Like they were just like, no, I want the villain to win.
Yeah. Then they go to a vote. And so now, but see, this is the thing. This is what pissed me off. Oh, but Maura, now you think Erika's a traitor, but you didn't fucking 10 seconds ago.
But she said right before they went to the thing, the pinky promise, that pinky fucking promise. And she was like, and then we're going to get Eric out. And I didn't know if Rob was going to go for it because Rob didn't say anything. He was like, we're going to win. That's all he said.
It would have been amazing if like Maura had said that in the kitchen to Rob and just lied to him and then switched it.
I know.
That would have been unbelievable. That would have been fucking unbelievable. So yeah, and it was kind of so like she literally fed him like dinner. Like when she said that because he didn't have to say it. Like she said it. And he's like, amazing that she thinks this. I just need to go with this now and then I'll fucking win. You know, it was just like perfect. So then Eric goes. And I mean, look, I'm sorry. Like, Eric did need to go. He was a shit traitor. He was there for like 10 seconds being a traitor. Like, I didn't want him to win. Like, I just didn't because I didn't think he deserved it, right? And so then he goes, and then it's the last two of them. And then he announces that he is the traitor and Maura's a faithful. And Maura's face was just like an utter shock. It was
my heart broke for her.
It did. But then she deserved it because she didn't fucking listen as well.
She didn't listen. And she also didn't listen to herself. She didn't listen to anybody else, but she also didn't listen to herself because before she was like, oh, you know, no, there's no way. And then she was like, wait, am I an idiot? And the answer to that would be yes. But she just didn't trust her gut. She had that gut thing and she didn't. I don't think. Go ahead.
She played the game emotionally and didn't play the game.
She did.
She was like, I love him. I love this. Like, I trust them. They're brilliant. And, you know, they're not a traitor and stuff like that. And it's like, no, you have to take your head out of it. You have to put it into a game, whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you have to take your heart out of it entirely. And Maura, my heart broke for her, but only when she was like, every man I've ever been with has like fucked me over. And I was like, and it's happening again.
Same.
I was like, and add Rob to that list, bitch.
And at least she can put that like aside because you're like, hey, it was a game. He had to do it. And this is what I love. And this was like purely an Irish thing. And I was so happy that she did this because I didn't want her to be super angry. Like she's like, you're a fucking arsehole or whatever she said. She was like, oh my God. She's like, you're never going to get a girlfriend. She's like, you're a brilliant liar. You know, you're too good of a liar. Oh. And so, which was funny. Like, this is such an Irish thing to say. Like, it's so funny, like, the way she said that. But then what happened was she changed it straight away and she was like, because she knew where she was. She knew it was a game. And she's like, in fairness, though, like, if I was a traitor, I probably would have done the same thing. And she said, and that was it. She wiped her hands of it. She wasn't like, oh, fuck you. I'm not talking to you. How could you do this to me? You know, like probably an American would do that. And so like, you know, like take it super. And she just was like, fuck it. Like it's a game. In fairness, like he did brilliantly and he did play the game right. And she understood that. And I liked that she did that straight away. And there was kind of like a heartfelt, she's like, you better buy me a Birkin or whatever. Or did she said that in the reunion or she said that
in the reunion? She really took it like a champ, and it was just very evident what a pro she was. And I really didn't know how I felt about her in the beginning. I love Maura as a person, and like I literally talk about fanny flutters all the time because I was a huge Love Island fan.
Yeah.
But at the same rate, I was like, I don't know if she's going to do well in this game. And she was great. I mean, she was used the whole time, but God, did she give us so much entertainment.
She was that pawn, wasn't she? That she kind of, she never really played the game. She kind of followed others.
Yeah.
The whole way through. And you need someone
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? You need the numbers.
Yeah.
And she
But
and
let's
Rob had her straight away.
straight away. But let's be honest. The reason the pot was so big was because of Rob. If fucking Eric or Tara,
Yeah.
bless her heart, and I like Tara, had won, I would have been fucking furious because
Yeah.
Rob is the reason it was over $200,000.
Yeah.
Jumping out of planes and shit and like stepping on landmines or what. Like he really was the star and was totally deserved it.
Yeah, and he does it in like a kind way. Like he's not like
Yeah.
mean and vindictive about it. Like
No.
he's playing the game. It's like, oh, he's like, it's me and you at the end. We're going to take it to the end. It's just like, but like that's the things you have to say in this game. You can't
Yes.
like. And then we go to the reunion, right? And then like Candace like annoys me because she's like still taking it too personally and like, why didn't you do this? It's like, well, Rob, you just wanted to go there on your own to the end and stuff. If you had just had said that, we would have respected. I'm sorry, like if I had said that, I wouldn't have been in the game.
Right.
Like, shut up. It's just like, you know.
I know. The reunion was really.
Tell me what you think about that. Did you? Yeah.
Andy, what are you here? Like, go home. Like, I don't know why Andy was there. I thought Alan should have done it, but maybe they couldn't afford him. I don't know. They're like, we paid him enough already.
Yeah.
I really didn't. Andy ran it like a reunion, like a Housewives reunion. That's like he's a one-trick pony.
I think, yeah. It should be Alan doing that. I agree. And I love Andy Cohen and stuff like that. I love that he does all those Housewives reunions and I think he's great at it. It's just, I feel like there's just a slight disconnect when it's him. And I know it's in the same family, the NBC family and stuff, Peacock is, but I just like Alan, I feel like would have been more fun because he lived it. He was in it. And you know what I mean? And I feel like there would have been maybe better questions and not just like fed questions and,
yeah. He also,
go ahead.
Yeah, there was these moments like right before, and he was asking them like what they would do with the money and what there was a moment of sort of like with the four of them, I think, or maybe five of them, where he was having a little interview moment, and I was like, I would have loved to have seen more of that. Yeah, so I thought he should have done it.
What else? I was around there. Okay, this fucking annoyed me. I was just like, about to throw things at the TV. What did you mean when you said you wanted to take me as a hostage? Here she is again wanting a fucking moment. God damn it. I think it was an interesting word to use. I totally hear you. I loved his response though. Like, you're in the turn saying you wanted to fucking slit my throat. That's an interesting use of word too. It's not fair for you to look at me like that. I can look at you in any way I want and I can say and do anything. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, I hate people that are like, I can say, no, you can't say or do whatever you want. Like to someone sometimes. It can be very fucking hurtful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like her looking for a moment, her trying to, you know, go back to Colton's past, that he said it was a really, really fucking hard time for him and he's a different person now and he's grown and stuff. Stop going back there. Like this actually isn't this isn't an episode of Housewives. It really isn't. It's a game show, you know? So that kind of, you know, annoyed me. Portia was so fucking funny.
Hilarious. The best.
What she said.
Gone too soon.
I'm so annoyed that she went out so soon. Like, they need to do it at Dorinda with her again and bring her back next season. They just do.
Maybe they will. Oh, that's probably what will happen.
They just do. Like, because she was so brilliant. And like, I was like, I can't believe she's gone after. Like, I was really like, and I don't watch. Was it Atlanta or Potomac she's on? I'm so
Atlanta.
terrible. I'm sorry. Atlanta.
That is sacrilegious. Atlanta.
I don't watch those. Sorry, I just don't. And I love she was like, "What's that?" Well, I was a queen of the faithfuls at that point. And he's like, "Who coined you? Who said that about you?" She's like, "I said it myself."
She's the best. She is the best. She is top tier housewife delusion, and it's amazing.
Oh my god, it was so funny. And then Mama Kelsey and her got into it a tiny bit. What else was in that reunion that was kind of good? Michael Rappaport was annoying, like, clip, shut up.
I know. Get your own line, Rappaport. Jesus. Also, I enjoyed Candace at the reunion. Poor Maura did not get. Maura was crowned best dressed of the
with those fascinators.
The fascinator, the ever haunting fascinator.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh no, she was so amazing. I liked that we heard a little bit. You know who has really taken this and made a lot out of it is Rob Funches, or Ron, excuse me, Ron Funches. That's a big faux pas because he's a very good comedian. Ron he was out so early, but he has made so much content on his
Really?
experience, and he
Yeah.
came out after and said, "I'm actually on the spectrum, and it's
Yes.
been really difficult for me." And it was so amazing to hear him say that he really didn't want to have a social connection with any of them. But
No.
I understood Monet's point when was Monet said it's really hard to do that because we're all in a social like chess game here, and so I enjoyed that exchange because I think Ron got kind of like a shit deal a little bit on this. Like
Yeah.
I just don't think that he was a right fit. I think that he's a
No, he
storied
wasn't.
comedian. And he's been at it for over 20 years. He's a big deal. Like I know who he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um and for the minute I was like, Ron, you have a touring career. Like some of these people haven't had a check in 8 years. Like what are you
Yeah. Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
thought he
it's
was
like
not a good fit.
he wasn't a good fit, and he just didn't open up a bit. And then he kind of snapped at Dorinda that time, and I think that was like it for him when he snapped. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck what your family does or whatever he said. Like something like
Yeah.
on those lines, and I feel like that was like the nail in the coffin for him. He was like, and did he kind of even say like, I don't even kind of want to be here with you guys. Like it was
Yeah.
just negative Nancy.
Yeah, he wasn't a good fit. It's like you're on Peacock. Half of the people that are going to be watching are watching for the drama, and they're
Yeah.
watching for like the biting and everything. But there is yeah, I don't know. I think I'm seeing so much discourse lately online about our housewives ruining the Traitors, and I'm curious on your thoughts on this.
Oh, it's a good point. So the house, it's. I think here's what I think I would say. I think there's too many housewives on it. I
Oh,
don't think you don't. I don't think you. I think if you're going to have, you have two housewives. How many is there? Like four,
there
five?
was a lot this season. Yeah, I was like Caroline Stanberry, get the like go away. Like you
I
didn't do
know. I saw
anything
her.
for me on Dubai.
I saw her at Craig's
But
last night, or I saw her at Craig's on
oh, you
Tuesday night.
did.
On Tuesday night, yeah, she was at Craig's on
Wow.
Tuesday night with her husband, and then Mauricio was there too. Um,
Oh wow.
yeah, fun. It
Okay,
was a
so
group. Yeah, go ahead.
side quest question: what is like a go-to thing for you? If people don't know, Craig's is a very, very, very famous restaurant in Beverly or in West
In
Hollywood.
West Hollywood, yeah.
And what is your go-to thing at Craig's to get?
Do you know what? What did I have? We sat at the bar. I had like the New York style pizza with pepperoni. It was
Yeah.
good. And then like the food is fine there. I don't think it's amazing. It's like it's fine. It's like the vibe.
Yeah.
It's the people
It's the vibe.
watching. It's the
Yes.
drinks. The staff are awesome. Like the door
They're
people are
great.
amazing. The manager is amazing. Like everybody's like really nice. It's like a little like family community in there. Um, and yeah, it's just like it's a fun, it's just like vibey and it's
It's
just like
fun.
loud and kind of it's great. And yeah, but yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, so they were there anyway. But to go back to your question with the house, I just think there's too many housewives on it, if that's what you mean,
Yeah.
because it's you don't need five. I think you could put like two in there, but maybe like they're find it. I don't know. It's never hard to find people to go on these shows. I don't think you know.
No. And I also think, yeah, I think to your point, like at the reunion, what came out was that there had been a text among all of the housewives because we had, let's see, we had Portia, we had Rinna, we had Candace, we had Stanberry, and
Dorinda.
Dorinda. So that is five. That is a huge, like, okay, half that maybe.
Yeah.
And there had been a group text that say, oh, the housewives are going to stick together. And I was like, that right there is why you guys shouldn't be on the show. Because this is not about sticking, it's every man for himself. And the
Yeah.
alliances don't work. It's also like they
It
sort of
doesn't work in
treat
this
it a
show.
little. It doesn't work. It
I
doesn't work. It
think
might work for the first little bit, but
Yeah, I think if you're going in there, I think, and you find like two or three people that you vibe with or something like that, you're like, listen, let's try and stick together as long as we can. But I know we're going to have to break off eventually. And I said, if we do that, there's no fucking hard feelings, but just let's try and have each other's back as far as we can. And
yeah,
then that's it. You know, and just be honest
yeah,
about it, you know?
yeah.
Like, um,
They
it's
do
hard though
treat
because
it.
you don't, yeah, you don't know if who's a traitor though and who's faithful. So it's like, yeah,
I know it's all fucked. They do treat it a little like I think some of them treat their seasons on their shows where they're like, okay, if you have my back, I'll have your back. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
you can do that
It's,
maybe for the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then you kind of have to branch off.
yeah. And not even because what if it's like, listen, if I'm a housewife and Alan taps my shoulder and I'm the traitor, I'm gonna kill your ass. Because also
Yeah.
the other ones might think I just told them I would have their back. So I
Yeah.
could be, you know what I mean?
Oh, God. It's like so
Such a
amazing.
good season, though. Like,
Yeah.
such a great season of Traitors. Again.
Oh God, I know I need something else to watch. What else is going on? Anything else going on? I watched a bit of Beverly Hills. It actually was pretty decent episode so far. What I went through it. Did Dorit's credit card not going through in the Hamptons? It's called fraud. It's called fraud.
It's called declined. It's called you're broke, get your coins up.
It's called why are you spending $28,000 on Hermes and spending $5,000 when you don't even know what the financial situation of you is yet? I guess it's Housewives money. She's getting up, she gets good money from Housewives, so I guess that's fine. I really felt bad for Erika Jayne in this episode with her therapist. I
did
kind of
too.
really felt the extent of what she's going through now.
And it's yeah. It begs the question, is she tough or is she tough because she had to be? And Sutton, I'm actually okay with Sutton this season. We're on friendly terms now because she just seems to have calmed down such a lot. Like I'm handling her. She seems to have calmed down so much, but she had said something similar about like you just don't think that it would happen to somebody like Erika. And I thought it was it's obviously like like when somebody says it out loud, it's like, duh, but it's a beautiful assessment because we don't think that Miss Erika Jayne Pat the Puss would ever allow somebody to treat them like that. And it's just, it's very illuminating.
All the carnage he's left behind that now she has to kind of handle, and the 10 million tax bill and 25 million coming after. Like, you're just like, can you just file bankruptcy and just call it a fucking day and start again? Like, I mean, she's probably going to have to do something like that. I don't know. But like, she doesn't have 25 million and she doesn't have 10 million in a tax bill. Like, they have to like, oh God.
So far, she's been excused or dismissed from every other proceeding, from other claim. So for now, it looks like when that happens, then your lawyer can go in and say, this came up and this came up and then we were always dismissed from this. And there's a little bit of precedent around that. But yeah, it's just like, I can't imagine it's been years now going on that she has had this on her shoulders.
Yeah, it is.
And she's still getting up. Yeah. She's unbelievably strong.
Before we go, I want to let everybody know that the Ireland trip with me to Ireland in September 9th to the 16th is open. We have sold about 50% so far, so I'm super excited. If anybody's interested in coming to Ireland with me, and a big question I get on that trip is like, are you going to be at all the events? I said, I'm going to be with you for the fucking 8 days. You're going to be so sick of me by the end of it. I'm going to be on the buses with you. I'm going to be on the trains with you. I'm going to be going to Dublin City crawl with you. I kind of want to bring everybody to a drag show on the night we get there. I think we get there on a Thursday. And I would love to bring everybody to a drag show on that Thursday night because my friend Davina Devine does a show on Thursday night and it's brilliant and it's super fun. And if I know whenever I know how many people are coming, I can call ahead and just get us a table, and we just have like the time of our life. I think it starts at like 9:00 or something at night. So that I do want to include. There's a few little things I want to include, but when I know I have the numbers, I can do these extra little like things with people. So again, if you are interested in coming to Ireland with me in September. And also, I want to make this clear as well. You only have to pay 25% upfront now to reserve your spot. And you pay the balance before June 11th. So you can just pay down payments, do whatever you want to do. So if you're thinking about it, grab a friend, talk to them. I know it's a big purchase, but you do get a lot for the 8 days. Accommodations, a double shared occupancy, but you do have a choice if you want to do a single as well, if you want to pay a bit extra. All breakfasts are included. 2 dinners are included in that. And there's lots of free time as well that you can roam around, explore, and do different things. But it is a guided tour. We have a guide in Ireland that takes us all around the country. And when I say all around the country, we are fucking going around the country, which is and to the best spots. So again, just DM me. I'll put the link in the YouTube underneath, so you can find out more information about it. But yeah, it's exciting. Yay. You should come.
Yeah.
But yeah, Keith, tell everybody where they can find you, and let's get the hell out of here.
You can find me on TikTok at Keith Carlisle _ and on Instagram at Keith Carlisle.
All right. Thanks so much for listening, everybody, and have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next week. Bye.